Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be having a look at the RNG MPV. Now, this is one of the most highly detailed mods that I have ever seen, genuinely. Like, when it comes down to mods that have had every single detail gone over with basically a fine-tooth comb, this is right up there with the best of them. Now, as we go through the video and we pick out different features of this thing that are really, really cool, or maybe a standout feature, let me know which one of those ends up being your favorite in the comment section down below. Now, obviously, we're going to go through the customization first, then we're going to take it outside and take it for a drive on both some on-road, off-road, and more harsh driving conditions. Now, if you would like to skip ahead to the driving, I'll probably put something on the screen right now where you guys can skip the customization and go straight to the driving if that's what you would like to do. But if you would like to watch the customization process, keep on watching. So let's go straight into the customization. Now, engine-wise, we're going to start with the CTA C7 TD 370 bhp. You can also upgrade to a 420 bhp variant, which he says is perfect for most jobs. So that's probably what we're going to end up going with, although that's a bit pricey in terms of like standard in-game prices. That's like a $12,800 engine. Now, gearbox-wise, we start with the, let's see, the 3500 SP off-road mode. There's also off-road pro mode, and then there's the standard 6-speed automatic. Now, the off-road pro mode is probably like a variable low range, so let's give that a try. Now, suspension-wise, we have a standard suspension kit, and we also have a raised suspension kit. Now, the standard one is actually like, it's not even all that low. I mean, you could get away with a lot of different obstacles and end up rolling over a lot of terrain, even on the standard kit. But let's go with the raised kit and see what that's like to drive. Now, the only thing about the raised kit is the fact that you're not really going to be going any bigger than these 51-inch tires. So, at the end of the day, it really comes down to whether or not you want the extra suspension height. Now, of course, you do have a set of chained winter tires if you plan on using this thing on a snowy, icy campaign map. But I think for this particular drive, we're probably going to stick with these right here, the XZLs. And winch-wise, we have... Bro, no way. What? He rank locked the... Wait a minute. Whoa. He rank locked the advanced heavy winch. So if you're using this thing in like a mod map scenario, make sure you rank yourself up first if you want that. I'm going to go ahead and throw the offline winch in there. Now, diff lock wise, engageable, and let's see. Whoa, military class shafts are already installed. You're good to go. Now, snorkel-wise, you get a default snorkel, and this is where it gets very interesting. So, frame add-ons, you've got the communication frame, maintainer frame, which comes with 500 repair parts and 1 spare wheel, or the ever so interesting radar frame, which is going to be a huge deal when it comes to exploring maps, and we're definitely going to take that one. Now, visuals-wise, miscellaneous, we have spotlights, which are actually really, really cool. I would hope they work. We're definitely going to try them out and make sure they work. Now, let's see. Comms frame antennas and comms frame side cover. You need a different add-on to use those, but let's see. Front antennas. God, this thing is starting to look like some kind of insect with all of the freaking antennas it's got. Let's see. Oh my God. I'll run that one. And then headlight protectors. Holy crap. Default exhaust, you get one option for that. Now, let's see, stock bumper, MPV bumper extra, MPV bumper with tow bar, if you want to go that route. Currently, I prefer the stock look, but those are extra options if you want to go that route, like I said before. Now, wheels-wise, you have 3 different choices. Your first one, your second choice, which I really like those. You can kind of see the exposed beadlock ring. And then your third choice, those things look like they could withstand... I don't know, anything? I mean, those are some extremely strong looking wheels. They almost look blast resistant. Now, colors-wise, I definitely feel like this color really suits the vehicle itself, but if you did want to go through and adjust that color scheme, you totally could. Now, I do really think it looks good in this desert tan as well, but again, you know, color-wise on this vehicle, that is completely and totally up to you, and the further you scroll down, you can also find some custom color combinations or custom camo color combinations that are available to use as well. Now, let's just go through these one more time. Okay, so that's going to be kind of what I would use if I was going to stick with those. But, ooh, that's almost like a Forest Service color. Kind of dig that as well. But, you know, I don't normally stick with the default color scheme on these things, and I think for this one, I'm going to. Also, oh my god, that interior quality. Wow. Definitely going to be throwing beans in there. I almost said beans on the dash, but, like, he's not really on the dash. He's kind of on, like, this thing's version of a center console. Now, let's do Pine Forest right there. And now, it's time to take this thing out for a drive and see what it's all about. Now, currently, we are on Highway Hauling 3, aka Rutland, which really does give us a good variety of driving surfaces to see what this thing is all about and see what it's like to drive. So let's fire it up. It sounds really good. All right, let's make our way on out of the garage. Now, when we switch into interior view, wow, dude. Oh my god. Like, I mean, obviously the gauges work. If you put it in neutral, dude, that's amazing. The tack actually, like, properly responds. The response of the tack is instant, and every single alert and warning on the dash is like, it's all there. Everything's all there. The controls for what looks like the air brakes. You've got the passenger screen over there, the seats, everything in here. Everything fully works. Everything fully works. And Beans is just chilling out right there in the middle. Now, one of the biggest things that I could definitely tell about this vehicle is that if you're someone that likes to drive with the HUD off, or particularly someone that likes to drive with the HUD off while using a wheel, you're going to absolutely love this thing because it definitely will provide that in-depth interior experience. Although, I will say, with all of this, like, plating and protection, visibility is a bit reduced. You're definitely going to have to always be looking ahead. And, you know, if you're into the realistic experience of what this vehicle has to offer, that's not going to be a problem for you. Now, let's test out that radar attachment. So, activate radar. Now, this will obviously do the same thing as the radar trailer, but what? What? A drone flies up above the vehicle, scans around, obviously, you know, discovers that area on the map without having to discover a watch point, scans around one more time, and flies back into the truck. No, I don't know what to say. That has never been done before. Dude, hats off in every single way. Oh my god. Hats off to RNG. Like, this is beyond the level of anything I ever expected. I mean, this guy I feel like this guy should be making standard in-game trucks. I mean, with features like that, what? With features like that, there's no way. I mean, I can't even imagine the developers thinking of that, much less a mod creator. And I'll tell you one thing, I went into that not knowing what was going to happen. I expected a little satellite dish to just kind of pop out of the hatch right there. I did not in any way expect a drone to fly out and, you know, fly up, spin around, scan the area, and then fly back in. That is the very last thing that I expected to have happen when I activated the radar. I'm still blown away that that's what it even did. Wow. Now, I could totally see this being an extremely useful mod to have in both a campaign playthrough or maybe like a story-driven mod map playthrough. I think it's going to apply to both scenarios really well. Let's see if we can make it up this very off-camber hill. Come on. There we go. That hill is always super sketchy, but you know what? We pulled it together. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Not bad. And it does look amazing driving through this little, like, this little ravine. It's hardly little. I don't know where I got the idea that this ravine was little, but still. God, I love this thing. I could spend hours in it. It's one of those vehicles where the immersion factor is, I mean, it's above my wildest expectations. You could literally spend hours in this freaking thing. Let's see how it does in high up a hill. It's not bad. I mean, in a dedicated off-road gearbox, that's a pretty good speed for high. I applaud that. That's really good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dude, that is so impressive. I mean, that is genuinely and incredibly impressive. Now, we're going to go ahead and recover it back to the garage, and we're going to change the setup up just a tad. Now, we're going to change the suspension back to stock, and we're going to change this guy back to the 6-speed automatic, like the standard 6-speed automatic. So now that we've made those changes, I want to take it out on the highway and see how it does out on the highway. Now, the standard 6-speed automatic does take away a lot of your features. You have no high and one low only. So I'm not sure who would be using this transmission choice. I don't think it would be a common choice. I definitely think that the one with the variable low range is the one that I'm going to be going with most of the time. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to maybe set up the vehicle as such to sort of restrict certain features until a certain point of one's playthrough, maybe to simulate a factor of realism, or maybe to coincide with a, I don't know, like a modified campaign, that transmission choice or this transmission choice could be useful to you. But again, at the end of the day, it wouldn't necessarily be my personal campaign transmission choice. But again, that's the beauty of it, right? Is that you can 100% always pick. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just take the quick way around that stop sign, and I'm just not going to worry about it. Yeet. It's kind of a fitting horn. I mean, it's not really... That horn doesn't really have all that much personality, but to be fair, like, that horn is kind of fitting. It's just, like, straight and to the point, like, just get the heck out of my way. God, what an awesome rig, though. What an absolutely beautiful rig it is. Even if you're not even if you're not a big fan of this type of vehicle, or even if you're not like the biggest fan of RNG's mods, this is one vehicle that no matter how you feel about this particular type of vehicle, you have to go drive it at least once, just so you guys can see and understand the level of quality and the level of detail on display here when it comes to mod creation, when it comes to creativity with that drone. There's absolutely nothing that I know of that has even, like, you know, come close. Well, I mean, there's some vehicles that have come close, but like when you mix the quality with the creativity, that's what I'm getting at. There are vehicles that come close to this level of quality, but maybe not the level of creativity, and vice versa. This takes both aspects of the quality and the creativity and blends it into one in a really incredible package, an absolutely incredible package that can be used in nearly any and all scenarios, whether you want to use it as a support vehicle, a rescue vehicle, or a highly capable, highly usable scout. Now that is going to do it for this look at the RNG MPV. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video and you have anything you would like to share about this rig in the comment section down below, please do so right now. And also, if you're new around here and you'd like to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later, and I hope you guys enjoyed.